I think it's more challenging. My background before Walmart was with some trade associations, worked in Washington, D.C., did the political game, and I think before the explosion of social, at least it seemed easier. And I, I say that knowing that there's kind of pros and cons to it. So, I think with the continued expansion of social media and with more people adopting it and with more channels being introduced every day, what it does do is it gives you the ability to see into groups that you couldn't see before, and the people who are raising their hand for more information or the people who are willing to support you are probably more quickly revealed to you, and you can find people who are saying positive things about Walmart or one of the initiatives we're working on, and we can try to reach out to them and build those relationships. Conversely, I think you hit on the point, which was that everybody now has a voice, and I think one of the more frustrating things with social is that in a lot of cases, everybody's voice is sometimes the same. And picking a moment in time to look at a Twitter feed or something on Facebook or Google Plus could give somebody, an observer, the wrong impression of what's really happening. And so it's incredibly powerful. I think it makes communicating in a lot of ways quicker. I think you have to be smarter and more sophisticated about adapting your content for specific channels for specific audiences. And I think the people that can do that the best are the ones that are more likely to get their message heard. If you're trying to produce one piece of content, which I think is what you used to do before this explosion of social. If you think back to blast facts or emails, it was kind of a one-size-fits-all approach, and everybody got the same thing. So the ability to customize and segment certainly gives you more power, I guess, both as the person receiving the information and as the person distributing the information to make informed decisions. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword, so that the more people who are online and the more people creating profiles, and I also think that what I think back to in the days before all this is that relationships were never anonymous. You knew who the people were. You'd meet them at a fundraiser or a town hall meeting, or you'd communicate via email. And I can remember in some of my previous jobs managing the database and then meeting the people specifically. They'd come to Washington, D.C., or I'd be in their area, and I would go meet them. And I think one of the dangers or one of the pitfalls of social is the ability for people to remain anonymous or even kind of set up fake profiles to just cause havoc. And that's something as somebody who's in charge of both our traditional channels and our social channels challenges me on a day-to-day basis, because we have a very conservative corporate website that's pretty easy to manage. There's no nonsense going on there. And then I've got my other team that works on social that you look at everything, and it can be mind-blowing some days to look at the stuff that's coming in. So it goes both ways. I guess it's better today than it used to be, because I'd always prefer being able to talk to more people than fewer people.